I was in a relationship with the father of my daughters for almost 6 years. It was good in the beginning. Little by little, it turned very bad. He was drinking in a way that it was like, he's gonna hit me again. He's just gonna make sure that he either kills me or sends me to the hospital. The mental and the emotional and the economic abuse that I took, it escalated to the point where I felt that I was in so much danger, couldn't take it anymore, and then I got my girls and we went to an emergency shelter.
According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in 4 women have experienced severe intimate partner violence, and nearly every instance of domestic abuse includes financial abuse. We traveled to Los Angeles to hear how one woman fled her alleged abuser and is rebuilding her life through an innovative nonprofit called FreeFrom.
During my second year of law school, I co-founded the Family Violence Appellate Project, working with survivors to provide pro bono appellate support. What we were seeing over and over again was our clients had left anywhere from 2 to 4 years ago, and they were still homeless. In some situations, they had lost custody of their children precisely because they didn't have the financial means to support them. When I looked at what was out there to help survivors build long-term safety and financial security, I found that there was very little. And so I started FreeFrom to really fill that gap. When we first started out 2 years ago, we were really doing an entrepreneurship program for survivors where we would support them week by week over 6 months in starting a small business. And so from that came this idea for Gifted by FreeFrom, which is an online marketplace exclusively selling products handmade by survivors in LA.
When I got to the transitional shelter, you always have to write thank you cards for people who donate. I always used to make my own with whatever materials they had. One of the teachers there, she's like, these are very beautiful, you should sell them. People will buy them. So I started making more and more cards and they kept selling out. And the director of the shelter told me there is this organization who helps survivors of domestic violence start their own business. It has changed my life in so many ways. I am free to provide, and I think that's just the best peace of mind that a mom can have.
FreeFrom's mission is to really bring in this next piece, which is how do we ensure long-term safety? And so the work of Gifted creates a model of what living wage work could look like for survivors, what self-employment could look like for survivors. We also want to take it that one step further. And so one of the things that we have created is a curriculum, the Survivor Wealth and Wellness Training, that we offer to domestic violence organizations, drop-in centers, YWCAs nationwide, so that survivors everywhere are getting the benefit of services that we were able to provide locally. We also created an online self-help tool that allows survivors to figure out very quickly how they might get money to pay for the cost of the abuse, whether it's medical bills or property damage, relocation costs. We've had over 100,000 users. There's no clearer outward expression of independence than having control of your finances. Every win along the way cements that idea that they can do this.
So many people are awake at night and they're thinking, I'm not gonna make it, I cannot make it, I don't have money. If they hear from somebody that went through and has made it and keeps doing it every single day, they can do it too.